See, when you cheated, that person you cheated with, you did not really want anything further.
Yeah.
And what happens is, when you don't want anything further, you have to deal with the consequences of that person wanting now something more. Now,
And it
that's
always
what
happens now.
exactly now that's even now the deeper aspect
Oh
of things
my
that
God.
people actually don't see that is because that person now becomes more of a, because you have to deal with the consequences of your actions.
Simon says.
Simon says.
Simon says.
Simon says.
Simon says.
It's the Simon Says podcast.
Is cheating always a deal breaker? To you?
No.
Why is that so? That's interesting.
I don't think cheating is like a deal breaker because you invested a lot. The thing I think about when I think about a man I want to spend the rest of my life with is there are things you'll go through. There are things that will happen, but do you want to be with him throughout all that shit? That's the point. Because if you are going to leave people for cheating, you're going to leave a lot of people. Like, for real. You're going to remain alone.
And I even think, even I'll go a little bit deeper, do you know why a lot of people, if someone who may say cheating is a deal breaker, is because they value themselves based on their sexual provision.
Yeah.
And because someone else, and it can happen. And a lot of people like brand that it can happen. Like, even when I understand, like, for example, like for me, even cheating is not a deal breaker. I mean, like, oh, okay, you slipped up, whatever, you had sex. Like, I honestly just say, you just had to bust a nut. Cool.
Yeah.
Sour.
It's cool when you sit down and talk about it and understand where did it stem from. Because tena, you have to figure out what did the woman go uko kutafuta yenyewe hauna. You know, like some things.
Actually, that probably had nothing to do with me. I would even say that's the wrong.
So
that's
it
the
would-
most wrongest thing to even think about because it has nothing to do with me.
It has
It has-
everything to do with her.
You are the one being fucked, my dear. Yeah, I was not there.
But now
You are the one being fucked. You were away.
Sasa, let me bring you back. So this cheating. Cheating always happens when I lack something.
So you have cheated.
I have. I'm no saint.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. When I lack something and somebody else is willing to provide that or willing to feel my ego, if it's my ego, I want to be stroked.
Do you usually have an emotional connection before you cheat?
I have to have an emotional connection because now why would I waste my time doing some shit? Like, if I have a connection with somebody else, and it has to be really deep for me to like even give it a chance or cheat, because it's a big thing. It's a big lack of trust after. Like, if you cheat and somebody knows, trust will never come back. Like, every time you're out somewhere,
Now here's an interesting thing. Because even going into it, I have this even currently, it's very interesting. Like, I have an interesting mindset. Like, if you are able to tell me, like, hey, I'm gonna hang out with Paul and whatever, especially during this Corona time where even couples may be a little bit separated or whatever. Hey, I'm gonna, like, if you hold yourself accountable and you tell me that you're gonna do something and then you actually do it, I actually hold that as accountable for your action. And hence now, it's not actually cheating because you're doing it cognitively.
yeah.
And what I've realized, even you may even realize this. See, when you cheated, that person you cheated with, you did not really want anything further.
Yeah.
And what happens is, when you don't want anything further, you have to deal with the consequences of that person wanting now something more. Now,
And it
that's
always
what
happens now.
exactly now that's even now the deeper aspect
Oh
of
my
things that
God.
people actually don't see that is because that person now becomes more of a, because you have to deal with the consequences of your actions.
And
That's what it comes. That's now what it becomes.
it's
a
really
little bit
sad, actually.
and human is prone
Oh
to
my
error,
God.
but you gotta deal with those errors.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, and but now if you now imagine the freedom of you are able to tell your partner that, hey, we hang out with Jared, and then now Jared, now for example, and then now you tell Jared, cool, you go hang out with Jared, yeah, whatever. Now Jared becomes clingy. You're able to share that information with Simon. And tell him, hey, hon, so and so. Jared's like, no, look at him. He's really texting me. So for me, I'm cognitive of, because even I have the mindset of this. Just tell me if I've lost it or anything. You're the one who fucks us.
Why?
You have the power to allow.
To allow what?
You allow sex. The person who gives permission to sex is the person with the power.
So
So you made a cognitive decision to allow so and so, to allow me.
Yeah.
But for me, I have a bigger provision. I'm in a relationship with you. I'm not having sex with you. I'm in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
All right, sex is one of those things. Now, sex only becomes a big thing if it's bad. If it's bad, but
Go
they talk
check
about bad
out my
sex.
podcast. Bad sex. Let's talk about bad sex. Yes.
How do you deal with bad sex? You've had bad sex, right?
Yeah.
How do you? First of all, how do you even address it?
You don't.
Are
You don't address bad
you
sex.
serious?
Seriously.
You just let it slide.
If it's worth it, if it's worth
what?
Yeah, if it's worth telling the person, do you want to stay with that person with constant bad sex? You need to tell the person. So that's when you'll have to like talk.
Have you ever faked it during sex? That's for you doing that bad sex. Did you actually fake it
Yeah.
for him to?
We
just
fake it all the time.
Seriously?
Yeah, women fake shit all the time.
And how do you
All the
feel
time.
now? Going to, how do you feel about the guy after you faked it for him and he thinks that you've enjoyed it?
I'm trying to change that.
No, I mean, in your
I
past,
think
just
it's
looking
good.
at them, like, how do you look at them?
That I didn't tell them?
Yeah, no, the fact that they think
That
that
they-
you got an orgasm and they think and you didn't. How do you look at them?
You feel kind of a little sad for them, like for real, like, because they do feel like they did something,
But they did not.
but they did nothing.
Oi.
Nasi wongo. Because okay, by the way, women out here are faking it. Nasi jokes. Because I found out I did a lot of research by talking to my friends and everything. Most women haven't gotten orgasms.
What?
Yeah, they don't even know the feeling. You could masturbate, yeah, you would know the feeling.
But even a lot of girls even don't feel comfortable even masturbating. I've seen some people.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, but yeah, there's that too. But that's interesting that you said most. Where our Kenyan brothers were not doing work. Nini baya, what's going on, Ben? Like what's going? But now here's the thing. Like seriously, okay, one thing.
You take care of yourself more than you take care of the woman.
First of all, even going back to that, you faking it. Why are you faking it?
It's because you are tired and you want it done. Na ajue ilikuwa sawa, like you don't want to look some sort of way. So it's like you want it to end faster. So you're basically like, oh my god, yeah, and like it happened.
I think I have had the luxury of actually catching one of my exes faking it on me, not cheating, faking. So what happened was, because I knew what was real. And what you'll do is, and I knew it was real, and I knew it was real. So
I tell women out here, I tell women out here that men always know when you're faking it.
When they know what is real.
Yeah, when they know what is
real.
real.
When they know what is real. Now here's the thing, but it's different from girl to girl. So what I noticed was, and let me tell you like in detail exactly how she did it.
this.
And I love,
Sounds interesting.
she's a very good actor and I applaud her to this day. That was a very nice act. So
Oh, God.
in reality, she used to say, I'm coming. And then she used to say that. And then she used to get weekly, and then she used like, don't touch me. There's the don't touch me because you're
you're
sensitive. And then there's the don't touch me, and then there's the rest for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then there's like, okay, now let me go. And so whatever.
Yeah.
Now, what I noticed was,
She didn't say I'm coming.
no, she said, I'm coming. I'm coming. She did the whole act. It's how she left the bed in a nonchalant kind of way, and I felt detached even the whole act. She went.
She didn't have no
showered,
weak legs.
Yeah, she went showered like nonchalant, just like in a weird way. I looked at it. I'm like, cool. Let her walk. The first time she's ever faked it with me, okay? It was the first time. And then I saw that. And I'm sure that she had done this before. And then she walked out, took a shower, then left. She left for her classes now. This was on campus. Now, when she just left, I decided, let me be sly, let me be cool with it. I sent her a text. Han, thank you so much for faking it for me. I really appreciate you for that, okay? I sent her that text.
Oh, God.
She called me back. Boss, you're the first person to ever catch me faking it.
Yeah, exactly.
And exactly.
Crazy.
And the thing,
Wait,
you
you just made me think about something. Do men fake it?
Yes, I have.
Oh my goodness! How do you fake that?
I have. It was.
Tell me how you fake that.
First of all, it was not enjoyable. This gaga was bothering me. I honestly became soft, so I pretended that I had a condom on. So I pretended that whatever. And you know, like a space, like a little tip or whatever.
Yeah.
I pretended that tip was like now whatever. So I just went. What I did was I literally kind of like forced peed. Forced pee. Hey, a forced pee is hard. A forced pee is hard. So it's as if you're giving birth. Seriously, we know. Peeing with an erection is a problem. We guys know. You have to pee like a giraffe. It's easy like this.
It's that hard? I didn't know that.
You wouldn't know. But the key thing is that now, when you pee, when we're peeing, I peed it off and then pee the erection is like, oh yeah, it was good. And I just left. I did not want. Never called a call back.
She never like,
call her back for what? No.
She never like asked you.
No. But for me, I'm very. What I've realized, even as men, for you to be able to catch a girl, even orgasm, like, be slow with it. I would even say be slow with it. I've learned that you get better as a man. You get better with sex as you get older.
Yeah,
and
that's
a
why
fact.
these women are looking for.
And that's it. But younger guys, you're more energized, thinking that pounding.
Yeah, is the point.
Let me show you a trick that I was told, and that for us guys to know. For example, women, when you get like women feel when you go soft against her skin, that's what they feel on the inside. She told me like she just rubbed my arms like that's how I feel. When you do like this, I feel like that.
Okay.
So like either way, she wanted like me to go faster. Like it don't go fast, but it depends.
The point of that is that men actually you're not supposed to like go the slower it is, the more sensational it is.
Yes, that's what we don't know.
That's the point.
But for us is we've
like
even
faster.
porn has lied to us.
Oh my god.
Simon says.
Simon says.
Simon says.
Simon says.
Simon says.
It's the Simon Says podcast.